spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp, as we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 10th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. On the move from inside his spot. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Under fire. Grab behind the line. It's Lyle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Canes are in the hurry-up.
Well, they knew it wasn't going to be easy against this defense throwing the football, right? They've got a pass rush. This quarterback was going to be under duress. He gets drilled when he gets his first completion on the opening drive of the game. It still looked like this the rest of the way.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you'll keep when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you got to get over the field and challenge. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Back to pass, it's Chadwick. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it on the outside. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws. Picked off. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for a man. It's Chadwick. He'll take the deep shot. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They're just treating the entire stadium as if it's 4-down territory. Odd decision here to go for it, 4th and very, very low. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all up in the middle of the field. So many guys up in the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff. Reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you can tell. They had a beat on it, nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Oh, it's reversed. They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got him downfield. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
I love the start this quarterback. Now, 3rd down, obviously, money now. Got to have success, but to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
And the defense makes the play again on that pass. You guys have played in rivalry games, so what you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check. That's really, really hard to do. Because a lot of times that hatred is the emotions are so real. Super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Gladwell. Looking left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing it away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
There on first down at 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to it. Inside the 35. He's loose on the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Miami!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear. He got the long touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Kansas State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that will get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. So the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's out past the 35. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards, maybe. 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow.
The Gators getting quickly to the line. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
And we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality. And that's what you want to see from this unit.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter. And QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
This time on target. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On the option. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
It's a turnover on down.
One final play before the end of the quarter. On the ground, it's Ryan. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. They go right back to him. He's loose. Got the 1st down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Wants to throw. It's Chadwick. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back. Right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to link him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
That's caught. It's Johnson. He got loose, almost housed and finally dragged down at the 32.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments.
And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Now adjusting. Makes the catch. It's Ryan. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Ryan. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. The Hurricanes want to move quickly. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete. On the backfield, looking for the sticks. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
You know, it's difficult for QB sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Got it set up on the outside. That's the kind of play that can really get you going if they get it out to the 36. And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll lead it with it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Dances away. Keeps the play going. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Takes a handoff. It's Daniels. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
It's hard to stop. It really is. That's why you run consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss.
Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And the defense drags him down. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Scanning the field. It's Bagway. The throw to the outside is complete. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And the Gators didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. They will score! Touchdown, Gators!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. We talk about answering at the right time, right before the half. Close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, it's really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. Buying some time. Throwing on the run. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field possession. The fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game. Just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive. Not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field. But give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Chadwick. Pressure coming. In as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. He wants to throw it. Fires left. Got his man. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking out the 47. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. He tries to take the top off. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for onside check to start the second half. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll start this third quarter with a run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. So this coaching staff probably challenged the guys, and I like the way they started the second half. So physically flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man in the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into trash. That's exactly what happened.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one in there at their 35.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense crews.
Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. And the Canes in the hurry-up. Running the red zone. It's Lyle. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with the first down. That may seem like a really aggressive call, but David, you settle for 3 there. It's like handing a win to the defense.
Yeah, and I like aggressive. Aggressive is good for offenses, and we've seen it time and time again. You get beat when you kick field goals. That's something that you look back, it's a big stat. So I like the aggressiveness to go for, especially when you get like instant decisions. First down.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close, punch it in for a touchdown here.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to push this off as a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, lure these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Yeah, and he calls us on the number, tries to go get the 1st down, but just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big 1st down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the single back. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Returner goes out of bounds.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. The give to the back. Makes him talk to the hand. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run.
There's so many guys in this offense that can hurt you for explosive plays. You saw a huge gain there coming on the ground.
And the defense sort of, at some point, a couple of guys said, yeah, I'm not going to catch him. Let me just coast on in on this one.
You've got to make the first attempt to tackle. If you don't get this guy down on the ground right away, you better have lots of bodies running towards him because he will kill you with his speed.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride and for as they push out that lead.
What a nice touchdown run. This is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and when the wide receivers start to kick game with the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown.
It's walk here, touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's flag way. Here's a hit. Got it in the middle. It's Daniels. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short game. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. From the shotgun, the inside give. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
It's got to feel good if it's an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Gators cover the line on 3rd and short. Time to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Wilson. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good
nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And if this offense wants to get back in this football game, I think they're going to see a lot of this. Defense playing a little bit more zone, conservative, great eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, batting the ball down. They're going to force you to throw the football down.
Holds it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get him.
Got it! So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And they just keep firing, taking out big chunks here, trying to keep the game alive.
No trickeration there at all, Grace. I mean, that's a play full vertical everybody's got in their playbook, and you're just counting on someone somewhere downfield to make a play.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming.
Great job. You
got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is
About to leave in a minute.
make it really hard for him to go.
Okay, well, you need to call your mom back.
Penetration, stopping the quarterback sneaking its tracks.
Did you try to see if you got something cleared or just
Too
get
jumpy
this
there,
done?
and they
Yeah,
got
bring
into
it
the
to
zone too soon.
Okay,
The
well,
officials
that's
offer the
okay.
deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
A fourth-quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida!
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on fourth down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute, get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point. The offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bobbles him up. After the productive first down play and 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To the air, it's Chadwick. Quick completion on the out route. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up the decision for this coach. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
What a great stop by this defense. Way to bow your neck. Now you got a chance to give the offense the football back. Go out, try to make something happen late in this game, and maybe walk away with the victory.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And here's the thing, strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their offense to get another opportunity. So that's a bit of the gamesmanship going on right now. And I think you're seeing that with their offensive coordinator and his choice in play call.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
What a great individual effort here. This 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
It's so nice to have a guy like this that can come off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.